There are so many butthurt fans just complaining about the fact that Hamza Chimaev completely dominated Dricus du Plessis over the weekend. Like, they're complaining about that. And look, I get it. Some people just love to watch the striking component and don't like it when the fight hits the ground. I absolutely get it. But then there are some actual like commentators and journalists out there who are actually criticizing Hamza Chimaev's performance. And while I get that there is a little bit of criticism about the fact like he didn't go for a finish. Like, he didn't really go for a finish. He really just wanted to maintain position and win a decision. It was pretty clear on that. What I will say is that there is no pleasing everybody, right? Like, right now, Hamza Chimaev was getting all kinds of criticism for the fact that he has no cardio, right? And if he had gone for the finish in this fight, the way he had in the fight against Robert Whittaker, the fight against Kevin Holland, all these other type of things, you know, he explodes out of the gate, he sprints, and usually that is enough to get the job done. But when he goes against someone like Kamaru Usman, who can fight it off, who has that championship level, then he's got to last 20 more minutes in an exhausted state. So now, those exact same boobs are the ones criticizing. Why didn't you go for a finish, Hamza? You had dominant position the entire time. You took no risk. Like, it's a world championship fight. It's his first 25-minute fight. The entire time when he was maintaining that chest-to-chest, that dominant position, not taking a bunch of risks to finish the fight, he was doing so to ensure that he had enough energy to continue to do what he does in round 2, round 3, round 4, and round 5. To me, I don't think there's any other explanation for it, right? Because if you look at his previous fights, other than the one with Gilbert Burns, I'm pretty sure every other one has ended in a finish. Burns and Usman, right? Burns and Usman were the only two that didn't end in a finish, and didn't end, I believe, within the first 2 rounds. And I think this was all by design, right? Like, you have a situation where, okay, you know, maybe I go out really fast. If I end up in a situation where DDP stuffs some of my takedowns, or, you know, can fight off the submissions, which he was doing quite well. Like, there were plenty of times where Chimaev was going for the Americana, going for a rear naked choke, right? But DDP was defending those quite well. And so does he, you know, explode and do all these things to get the finish, only to find out DDP can defend that too, he can survive, and now he's tired, and he's got to go 20 more minutes. Right? So, you know, there's people out there like Luke Thomas, like, you know, what's his name? MMA Guru, like all these guys who are criticizing the performance of Chimaev, but they, you know, at least Guru would give the shine to Bryce Mitchell for doing the exact same thing, right? So it's one of these things, I look at it and I say, you know what, this was a great strategy. This was a really solid game plan, and he stuck to the game plan. Like, there was commentary by Arman Sarukian about the fact that, like, I think in the 4th round, Chimaev came back to the corner and said, okay, should I, you know, I can kickbox with this guy, right? I can, you know, go in a little heavier. And Arman Sarukian's like, no, stick to the plan, you're winning, right? This is working. And I agree with him, right? Do what you need to do to get the win, especially to secure that belt for the first time. And then, you know, against other opponents, maybe turn it up a little bit. Because now you've proven to yourself that, okay, you know, if there's a situation where I've got to kind of rest, take a round off, maybe whatever the case may be, I can do this to probably anybody in the middleweight division, except for maybe like DeRitter or Fluffy Hernandez. But for the most part, everybody else, like, I think you'll be able to get them down and hold them down, right? So it's one of these things like you can go for the finish, take a few more risks because now you know that you're going to be able to last 25 minutes. You know that you're not going to gas out when, when it matters. So to me, the whole conversation is incorrect. Like, first of all, criticize DDP, right? Because he's the one who couldn't defend a takedown. He's the one who didn't do anything to create space, separation, scramble, none of that. I don't know if it was that he just accepted bottom position or there was just no way out from Chimaev's pressure, which it's probably a little bit of both, right? But at the end of the day, like, DDP was given 3 opportunities by the ref to strike with Chimaev, right? There was one time there was a clinch against the fence. The ref separated them, took them back to striking. I believe there was a time when he was in DDP's guard. I think it was open guard at the time. And Chimaev wasn't advancing fast enough. So he stood them up. And I think there was one more time. But he got 3, in my opinion, unwarranted opportunities to make it a fight, a stand-up fight. And he got taken back down immediately, right? So that's what it is, guys. Like, I look at this, I don't see there being any reason why Chimaev deserves criticism over his performance. I look at it and I see, okay, yeah, could he have gone for more submission? I would say especially in the 5th round. Like, he could have gone for some more submissions, taken a little bit more risk, but yeah, like, he could have taken more risk in the 5th round, I would say. But 1 to 4, I think that was like he did exactly the right thing to make sure that he had enough cardio and had enough energy to finish the fight, which he did. And now that he's gone through that full 25 minutes, he's proven to everyone that he can last that long. Now, I think, we're going to see a lot more finishes in his upcoming title fights, title defenses, just because of the fact that now he knows what his cardio capabilities are. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked the video, if you wouldn't mind, hit the like and subscribe button. Helps with the algorithm, helps grow the channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.